Battle Brothers and Sisters of Battle, and welcome to yet another video. This has to be a quick one. I've got another Space Marine to finish. This is a work in progress of my latest miniature that I'm painting. It doesn't want to focus, of course. Jesus, it's my first Space Wolf that I'm painting. Just a couple of finishing touches to do, and it'll be finished. And then I have to order some transfers so I can put the logos, these symbols on his pauldrons. So I need to work on that. Now I'm reviewing the two episodes, the two last episodes of Angels of Death Origins, because there are only 3 episodes of this prequel series to the Angels of Death over at Warhammer Plus. Now, absolutely brilliant. As I said in my initial reviews of the episodes of Angels of Death, I absolutely love these shorts at Warhammer Plus. It is something that I imagine a perfect audio-visual Warhammer 40k entertainment to be. I absolutely don't want Warhammer to get into the mainstream. Not really excited about an idea of there being an Amazon show, getting it, among the main audiences that will inevitably lead to the tainting of the stories and of the universe. I always say that fandoms and hobbies and stories and characters that have acquired a strong fan base over the years should stay within that fan base. Not really suitable for everybody. I know when you want to get something into, out there among the main audiences, it inevitably has to get dumbed down because, of course, and especially then in such cases as Warhammer 40k, there is so much lore, there is so much background amassed over the years that normies just won't get into it, right? Normies won't get it. And so the filmmakers will inevitably want to make it simple, make it dumb, and that I don't like. These 20 minutes, 30 minutes at most episodes of like snippets and bits and pieces from the Grimdark is what I really need as far as the audio-visual entertainment. As far as like the real lore, I have got the books, right? This is full stop. I've got the novels, I've got the novellas, I've got the short stories, I've got the old codexes and the issues of White Dwarf. And if one is interested in venturing into the lore more, there are means. We don't have to have shows or films out there at all. As I said, it's as far as the production and the execution, those 2 episodes just continue in the vein of what the show has been established at, or was established as. An absolutely brilliant depiction of the Grimdark, a combination, and that applies to both the visual representation, the visual execution, and the soundtrack. I absolutely love the soundtrack, where they combine the classic instrumental music and choir with modern electronic music, and that same can be said about the visual execution. It's black and white. The only color that you can really see is, or other than black and white and grey, is red. It's about blood angels, right? And now the depiction of the starships and the depiction of the architecture and the planet that they were stranded in the original, or in the Angels of Death series. And then, of course, in these episodes, in the second episode, I have to read it out, it's called The Patience of Iron, and the third episode is called In the Company of Death. The second episode is basically about the Magos that had been there for a long time from, the Mechanicum, and that ultimately helped the crew escape the planet. And here we get to know what she had been doing before the arrival of the Blood Angels. That she, of course, it was just focusing on, and now a spoiler part will come. If you haven't seen these episodes, just leave, watch them, and come back. So we are focusing on basically how she kept together, how she stayed alive, because although a lot of her body parts were swapped for mechanical body parts, which of course then are much more longevity, or much longevity, so to speak. Her body parts, her biological body parts, still have to be maintained and changed from time to time. So she basically she was kidnapping people and harvesting their body parts and making them into servitors then. As brutal, man. And the third one I enjoyed even more. We follow Raphael and Kazarion, and they are looking for another battle brother who had become a victim of the Black Rage of the Red Thirst. Well, of course, it's very well known that the Blood Angels can be victims of that. It's going absolutely mental, out of their mind. This is a flaw in their genetic material that has been passed down to them from Sanguinius himself. And it can happen that they will just go berserk and they will not get out of it. They will fall into a killing, murdering spree, and everybody will be the enemy in their eyes. Quite similar to the Space Wolves and what happens to them when they are taken over by their inner beast and then they become the Wolfen. Maybe a bit more brutal, because from the outside, like the outsiders, they think the Space Wolves to be a bunch of savages anyway. But everybody thinks like, oh, Blood Angels, they are so noble, they care about art and beauty so much. So yeah, and then we are meeting the Death Guard as their villains, as their enemies in this episode. I love the character of Kazarion, the chaplain. It's, yeah, so some of the scenes really like grab your heart, like you push in a tear. And so yeah, once again, absolutely, I did enjoy that, and I think this is everything. The latest episode, I'm looking at the dates of release. In the Company of Death, this came out July the 26th, 2023, so I don't think any more episodes are coming out in the near future, which is a shame. I would like to see a little bit more. I really very much enjoyed this, and it only shows that the show or the miniseries was really good, because I would really like to see more, and that's a good sign. But then again, better stop here than make more and more and more, and ultimately it would become not as good. Sometimes shows go for a very long time and just they get repetitive, or they get somewhere we wouldn't necessarily want them to go. So yeah, we should like end and stop at the best. So let me know in the comments down below what you think. That'll be all. Thank you very much for watching, and remember, the Emperor protects.